Monty, going beyond, as we said, in the next, few months, they're looking towards still maintaining some of the lessons and some of the shows. So at this stage, what is the future? And I'm not asking you to hang your hat on a nail here. This isn't a definitive thing. But what, in your opinion, like we spoke briefly about how ideally we would have someone from SASCOC come on to talk about the greater nitty-gritty of, transformation and development in sport in South Africa. It's essential for all sports to be doing this kind of thing. From your perspective, because you're so experienced in this, what is the future of TND in the equestrian space? Like, what should we all be looking towards doing, and how do we get there?
Yeah, so it is a very difficult question to answer, because I just do it from a passionate heart from me. So I come up with little projects and I try and help the sport grow into that direction. So perhaps SASCOC would be a better option, is to ask them where they want to go, where do they see us. But without Dressage South Africa supporting the riders, and that's all it is. It's just opening the gateway, showing them this is how it's done. This is where you can be and getting owners involved, and it's
And what would be another project example? That was a very vague answer. Well done.
yes, no, I've learned.
What would other projects look like in an ideal world?
So 2023, DSA has committed to these 6 riders, and if there are other riders, I don't like the word development, riders that show talent, a talent search, and they would like to partake in transformation in our sport, please feel free to contact Debbie at admin at Dressage South Africa. Send your information, and we'll look at each case, because it's really about a talent search. And then depending on funding, because our sport is quite expensive, and depending on funding, I would ideally like to take the next level, 1 novice team and 1 elementary team, to the next SA champs, because I find we are very goal-orientated people, because we are dressage riders. Yes. We like to work towards a movement or work towards a show. So I find when you give them a goal, or anybody a goal, it's such an easy flow to happen till the next goal.
You're ready, Shep.
I would really like 2023 SA champs to have some of our riders move up to elementary, ideally, and then have some new riders start at novice. That would be in an ideal world. And so I have mentioned to the powers that may be that's what I would like to do, but we will see if funding does become available. But it would be amazing to take another team down to it.
It would be fantastic. And if it follows like a really thorough development program, there's no reason that this doesn't become a staple. If we can get the support in and it becomes on, so then it would be 5 years in advance. Chip, are you ready?
Yeah, of course.
Exactly that. Of course. Yes, that's exactly. Ideally, I want the riders to go through the grades. I don't want to just start some novice and then, and then we have some serious talents out there.
Absolutely.
The results spoke for themselves. So
yeah, no, it really was wonderful, and seeing them come third. I think it was Gauteng, and then the President's Invitational team from KwaZulu-Natal, and then the Solidarity Stars. I mean, it was wonderful. It was fun to see. It was fun to see the riders looking over their shoulders on either side and going, "Hey, who's that?" It was funny because as much as in the time of social media, it feels like there's so much information. It is readily accessible, but you don't always know where to get it. So quite a few people did on that team day. I had a couple of my clients standing and going, who are those? Like, when did this happen? Yeah. This is amazing. Like, what is this? And I was like, no, it's been going. And they were like, I haven't seen this. And it was, so hopefully this is the kickstart to a much bigger thing.
And what's an interesting fact is a lot of the teams had 4 riders with a reserve and a minimum of your 3 scores count. We were only able to find 2 teams of 3 riders. So we didn't have the drop score, and we still did that well.
That's fantastic.
So hopefully in 2023, if it does work out, that we're able to get the 5 riders with 4 to compete in 1 drop score. And I'm very proud of the riders without a drop score still placing third. It's fantastic.
That's fantastic.